Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol IGC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame, and it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Been tracking this analysis. I think that I've done it every day this week, which I'm sure is not shocking given how volatile this one has been. But definitely after today, more updates need to be done, and the bears just continue to take more bites out of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning, get rid of these lines up here. And then that one, sure, these levels still do pertain to the chart. They're just not relevant. And from a presentation standpoint where I sit, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's clutter with lines everywhere you look. So I'm just trying to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, that does need to be made comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So on any sort of bounce next week, the key overall level to keep an eye on is going to be 475, which, like I said, going into today was support. The other level to watch is going to be that pink line right there, which is the 50 period simple moving average. Same principle. When supports are broken, they tend to act as resistance, and that's exactly what's playing out here in the very short term. The price broke down below that pink line, and then several times throughout the course of the day, try to get up above it. And while it did temporarily break above it a couple of times, it never maintained and stayed above it. So like I said, technically speaking, before you even talk about doing battle with 475, prices got to get up above and stay above that pink line right there. What about levels of support? Well, in order to do this, got to scrunch up a chart, and I realize the chart's getting kind of harder to see. But that's just because it went on such a wild move, and now it's pulling back to levels that are quite a bit below everything else. So current level where the bleeding stop today is just right there at about $3.85. If 385 cannot hold and that's broken, then at that point, looking like next stop going to be right around the 335 mark. So going to next week, resistance levels, the 200 period, and then 475. As far as support levels, 385 and then 335. So we'll see how this one all plays out next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.